Hello everyone. Today I wanted to give you the tip of the day of hygiene. I know it's like kind of weird to talk about hygiene for some reason. It's like expected that we already know how to take care of our body and, brushing our teeth and showering, but actually we don't come with a manual when we're born, and we just take on the traits of our family, right? Like what our parents teach us. So I'll give you an example. So when my mom passed away, she was 79, and I remember having a conversation with the doctor, and I just assumed that everybody, when they got older, they would get dentures, right? And of course, the doctor corrected me, and he said, no, if you brush daily and you take care of your teeth, you're going to be fine. And I knew that, how to take care of my teeth because my sister that was 20 years older than me was a dental assistant. So she taught me to floss and brush my teeth and all that stuff. But the thing was, I still had that concept that I was going to lose my teeth because my mom didn't have any teeth left at 79. She had dentures, right? So the doctor corrected me. He's like, no, my parents are X amount of years and they don't have any, they have all their teeth and everything's good. So I learned hygiene obviously with my teeth because of my sister. So I was blessed. I was already born here in the United States and I knew about that. I was raised that way. My parents were born in Mexico, and actually when they were born, there was no toothpaste. They were born in 1928 and 1932, and it was in Mexico. So the way they would brush their teeth was they would burn the tortillas and they would use the charcoal to brush their teeth. Now, I used to think, oh my God, that is like crazy. Why would you use that? Like, makes no sense to me. Well, now come to find out that there's toothpaste that has charcoal activated in it because it's actually really good for your teeth. It actually kills bacteria. So again, I keep going back to like traditional medicine and like kind of like what they had to do, right? So now we find it in toothpaste. Now, of course, for us, it's easy to go buy toothpaste, and we have so many options on what to use, right? And a lot of the stuff has fluoride. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about fluoride. So fluoride is actually a heavy metal, right? So heavy metals are also in very, very micro doses in the water as well. It kills bacteria. When the dentist gives you fluoride, it makes your teeth stronger and it does certain things, right? So it has some benefits, but if you ingest it, which your body will absorb everything, your gums absorb it, it becomes heavy metals in your body. And fluoride is, in high quantities, could be poisonous. And for the human body in small quantities, what ends up happening, it becomes heavy metals residue in your brain. And that's a really huge cause right now for Alzheimer's. And not only Alzheimer's, but it does cloud your thinking. Like a lot of people talk about the third eye. Well, the third eye is your that you actually feel something instead of just seeing it with your eyes. So that's what they talk about, the third eye. So when you actually have fluoride in your toothpaste, or you consume fluoride, that's what happens. You create heavy metals in your brain, and it even clouds your thinking. So it's very important that we use toothpaste that does not have fluoride. Now, if you guys are saying, okay, well, I've been using fluoride this whole time, like what the heck? Well, our body's amazing. Our body can repair. So certain things get rid of heavy metals. For example, intermittent fasting. When you do intermittent fasting, you're getting rid of all those toxins. So see how everything is just combined, right? Our body's amazing and it will heal itself from everything, but we have to know what to do. So intermittent fasting is amazing. Also, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar on a regular basis is really good. I actually don't consume it very much anymore. When I was competing, I was definitely doing it to give me that boost. But if you guys have been consuming regular toothpaste with fluoride for a long time, I recommend that you start doing that. There's actually a recipe out there which is 2 ounces or 1 ounce of apple cider vinegar sugar, some warm water, and then you can put some honey or some maple syrup. And then you drink it kind of like a lemonade, right? So you can do that as well. So again, those are things that you can do to clean up your system to get rid of those heavy metals. Because again, we don't want any of that, right? Another super important thing about brushing, which we all know, we must brush our teeth at least twice a day. And the importance about that is because, again, we talk about bacteria building up. Bacteria creates disease, and then our teeth are gonna fall out. And the thing is, with our mouth, we hold a lot of bacteria, and it's super close to our sinus, to our eyes, to our brain. So you can actually have an infection in your mouth, and it will go up to your nose. I mean, I've had friends that's happened. So this is real, guys. So the infection will rise, and we want to get rid of that. So if we don't brush our teeth, that's what happens. If your gums bleed a lot, you have some sort of infection. So it's very, very crucial that we floss. And the reason for flossing is because we want to take those extra little particles that actually start decaying our teeth. It's that simple. So we want to make sure we brush our teeth in the morning because we actually create bacteria while we're sleeping. So we want to get all that out of our mouth as soon as we wake up. And the other really super important thing is to use a tongue scraper. A lot of the toothbrushes nowadays do have tongue scrapers on the back of it. I like to have like its own and scrape your tongue. You want to get all that bacteria because that's where you hold it a lot. And so yeah, when it comes to brushing your teeth, you want to make sure you do it a minimum of twice a day, in the morning when you wake up and at night before you go to sleep, because you don't want to have all that bacteria storing while you're sleeping. So yeah, so when it comes to brushing your teeth twice a day, and now another thing that I wanted to talk about was actually bathing and showering. Again, this is something that people don't talk about because it's like, we should know these things already. Showering and bathing are super, super important because we have 100 trillion microbes on our body, okay? So if we don't shower on a regular basis, we have these microbes growing, like what you hear about bed bugs. Bed bugs are real. That's why you're supposed to wash your sheets at least once a week in hot water. If you have white sheets, use a little bit of bleach. If not, you're cool. Just soap and water will clean them once a week because those microbes will actually live on your sheets. So we don't want that. We want to bathe. Because no matter how many times we bathe, we're going to have these microbes. Some are good, some are bad. But we don't want to create more than we have to, because then we have this idea that we become more microbes than human, right? So we want to shower. And after you shower, because when you actually take all the oils out of your skin, some are necessary, right? So our skin is not dry, because when we're using soaps, they can dry you out. That's why it's really important to use organic, without any alcohol, organic products. And there's so many out there, and you can find, the one that's good for you. So you want to shower, yes, get everything off, but very crucial when we get out, a lot of people don't know, a lot of people don't put lotion on their body. And a lot of people, when they do put lotion on their body, they're using lotions that have really high alcohol levels. So because they're smelly and they smell good and they have this perfume, so it's actually drying out your skin. And I'm not against those lotions because some of them have some good stuff in it, right? So this is what I do. Use whatever lotion you have at home. So when you get out of the shower, you can use whatever lotion you want and add some oil. So this one's 7 Wonders, and you can use any oil. This one has 7 different oils of the world. I put it and I mix it in my lotion. There's also like Neutrogena, there's so many brands out there. The other thing you can do, you can go straight for 100% organic and just grab coconut oil. So I actually use coconut oil for many, many, many things. So I actually have one that's in my bathroom and one in my kitchen. So coconut oil, when you get out the shower, you can actually put coconut oil in your whole body, including your hair. And I do have a video about just hair. But yes, you can put it all over your body, and you can put it and then you're moisturized and it's organic, and you're putting these essential oils and minerals that your body really needs, your skin. And I've been doing that forever. So people always comment on my soft skin. So I'm telling you, it's also what you put on your body, plus how you feed yourself from the inside out, right? Another thing that's really good for coconut oil is if you have any type of bleeding or anything in your mouth, because it's normal when you're not used to brushing your teeth, or there's some bacteria or some infection going on in your mouth. So what you want to do is you want to do at least once a week, you want to get like a teaspoon of coconut oil and put it in your mouth, let it warm up, because remember, it's going to be hard. I can't even open it. It's going to be, you know, kind of like candle wax, a little hard, but as soon as you warm it up in your mouth, it becomes liquid. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna gargle, not gargle, but you're gonna swish it around your teeth. And you're gonna try to do it as long as possible, maybe 5 or 10 minutes if possible, as long as you know, can keep it in there. And what that's gonna do, it's going to kill bacteria. Besides killing bacteria, it's also going to whiten your teeth. So it's like a win-win situation. So once a week, it's completely recommended that you do that. My granddaughter does that. It's super safe. And if you swallow a little bit, nothing's gonna happen. It is a little weird because it is an oil, but you guys will be fine. The point is to gargle, like swish it around in your, you know, around your teeth and your gums, and then you wanna spit it out when you're done. So you wanna try to do it as long as possible. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Also, when it comes to my skin, my face, I always try to use different oils. Like this one's a rose oil. So I'll get a couple of drops of the rose oil, and then I'll use frankincense. Frankincense was used on baby Jesus when he was born, and it repairs the skin. So it's really, really, really good for you. So again, remember that God gives us all of these things. They come from the earth, and they're at our tip of our hands. We can make those choices to, you know, try to go more with the organic route, and really healing ourselves with what God gives us, which is what comes from the ground, right? Because he gave us all these gifts. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because I feel that the Bible in Genesis really told us what to do for that time. You know, it talked about, other than creation in Genesis, it talked about bacteria and how it would grow on food, and that we needed to get rid of whatever excess food, like whatever food we didn't finish, we needed to throw it out because bacteria would grow, and bacteria was bad, right? So back then they gave us, you know, a way of how to take care of ourselves, and it gave us kind of the lesson of bacteria. And I think that now, fast forward to 2020, we need another like how-to, because now we have refrigerators. We know we can put things in the refrigerator and how that works, but we've forgotten about us, how we work as humans, and how we also create bacteria. We know how everything else works. We're so cautious about food. They have expiration dates and all that, but we've forgotten how to take care of ourselves, our temple. So I hope this is beneficial, and please share. And if you have any comments, comment below, but please share, because it's about helping everybody. We can all do it. These are things that you can do at home, and yeah, and it's fun. You can do spa days and teach your kids as well. And yeah, sending you guys a lot of love and a lot of blessings.